Boy, oh boy, I sure am excited to buy the same games again. Never mind the fact that Sony couldn't even be asked to do 4K 60 on a game that came out over 5 years ago. This is what we call denial, folks. If you are considering, if the thought of purchasing Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection has even been a fleeting, passing thought in your brain, I want you to know one thing. Come on, come here. Come in a little closer. I want to just share something with you that will profoundly change your life. Are you ready? You and people like you are ruining the gaming industry, you dumb fucks! Why would you give Sony money for games you already bought? Why? 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 So as you can see, we're going to have a calm, peaceful discussion about why Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is simply not worth your money. Because if you are considering buying this game, which, let's be honest, everybody's played them. We all played Uncharted 4. We realized what a pile of dog shit it was about 2/3 of the way through it. We all played Uncharted. Well, actually, nobody played Uncharted Lost Legacy because that glorified DLC should have been $10, but they shoveled it out for $40. Was the biggest slap in the face to both the Uncharted community for not featuring Nathan Drake and video games as a whole for starting trends that now have unfortunately been horribly modernized in the form of abandoning $10 to $20 DLCs and just shoveling the shit out in the form of glorified expansion packs, standalone expansions. What complete trash. I mean, how low does your IQ have to be to believe that this is a good investment? I mean, you clowns are out here buying the same shit, and yet you're the ones that complain when Microsoft comes along and buys Activision Blizzard. Well, but games aren't going to be multi-platform, man. Well, you know what? Maybe if you'd stop paying for the same game at minimum 2 to 3 times, maybe Sony would then be forced to dump out some creative ingenuity from their studios and not be content to sell you the same product again and again and again and again. And let me make something very clear, folks. Consider this a spoiler, not a prediction. We'll have The Last of Us Part 2 Director's Cut before the end of the year, and you idiots will buy that too. And let it be known here, I understand that paying a $10 upgrade fee is not the same as buying a $60 game. But here's the problem. You idiots bought Uncharted 4 for $60. Okay? You idiots bought Uncharted Lost Legacy for $40. So right there, between those two games, you're $100 in. And now you're going to pay $10 so that they can unlock the frame rate and play at the same resolution as the PS4 Pro. Or, this is the biggest factor here, this is what you idiots don't understand, you do 4K 60. Now, when games like Halo Infinite, like Battlefield 2042, Call of Duty Vanguard, Halo Infinite, these cross-gen games, which Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy are becoming, can check the box for 4K 60 with no sweat. Games that have released within the last fucking year even. You expect me to believe over there at Naughty Dog, they couldn't figure out a way to get the game running 4K 60? How fucking stupid do you think I am? I'm not buying this. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. Hell no. You idiots claim that you have the most advanced SSD that can decompress textures on the fly, yet you can't do 4K 60 on your own games. I can't make this shit up. And you know what's even worse? They are completely justified in believing it. Because all of you idiots out here who are going to pay for this upgrade, who are not going to be playing at 4K 60, who are dumb enough to not just pirate the PC version, are the buffoons. You are the trash of the industry. You are nothing but the shit I glanced beside as I walked down the road. You are garbage to me. You are absolute fucking trash. I cannot believe you idiot. $10? Take the $10 and wipe your ass with it. That'd be a better investment. Take the $10 and give it to fucking McDonald's because you're going to get something tangible that you'll enjoy a hell of a lot more than the smack in the face that is Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. The only legacy they're leaving here is the one where they continually disrespect the consumer day in, day out, month in, month out, year in, year out, decade in, decade out. How long has it been since we've had a good Naughty Dog game? Some people are going to point to the original Last of Us. Some people are going to point to Uncharted 3. I wager you this. We have not had a good Naughty Dog game in over 10 years, and we will continue to not have them. The days of Jack and Daxter, long gone, my friends. Druckmann has sold the SJW crowd on his lie, and he is rubbing his greedy little paws together. And you think Sony gives two shits? The games print money because they've got all of you brainwashed into thinking that this is the peak of cinematic storytelling in games. God, you have bought the lie, haven't you? You have drank the Sony Kool-Aid, and you're going to continue giving them money, just like you gave them money to upgrade your copies of Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding to the director's cut, despite the fact that Kojima came out and said the director's cut was not his original vision. How fucking stupid you have to be to claim your game as the director's cut, yet the director wasn't even involved in the said director's cut. Yet you idiots bought it. You idiots bought that shit up and you ate it, man. You couldn't wait to get your hands on the game that you already played that already disappointed you because you convinced yourself that reworking a couple of the mechanics, bumping the frame rate and bumping the res was worthy of some additional money. First off, you should be paying me to play Death Stranding. Death Stranding, more like Trash Stranding, because the only thing that game did right was make me realize that gaming is in a sad, pitiful, sorrowful state, and it's you motherfuckers out here doing it. I only buy good games. I only invest in games that push the medium forward. I only partake in the purchasing of titles that revolutionize the industry, and you idiots don't. You idiots pride yourself on buying the same game over and over and over again. That's why Call of Duty will continue to have yearly releases. That's why Battlefield will remain completely broken and unfixed, because you idiots already bought it. You think EA or Activision or soon to be Microsoft, Activision under Microsoft, you think they give two flying fucks? They've already got your money. The moment you cash in, the moment you swipe that credit card, the moment you punch in the numbers, the moment you hand over cash, they're laughing all the way to the fucking bank, and you've only got one person to blame. It's not Big Daddy Phil Spencer. It's not Bobby Kotick. It's not any of the CEOs who got rich and fat leeching off of the success of you idiots buying these games. No, the one party responsible can be found in the mirror. It is you. You are the clowns of this industry, content to continue buying crap game after crap game and continually complaining about it. Yeah, you're going to see the posts on Reddit and NeoGAF and 4chan. Well, the Uncharted game Legacy of Thieves isn't as good as I thought. I'm telling you right now it won't be as good. Look, the red warning signs could not be flashing any brighter. There are alarm bells going off. Buying this, why do you think they're... Here's the thing, right? Like, use your logical thinking skills. Why in God's name would they make the upgrade $10 for 2 games? Think about this. Why would they bundle in a movie ticket to their new Uncharted movie if you pre-order? This is the logical thinking that you idiots fail to do on the daily that I'm out here doing on the hourly. I'm out here doing every single second. The gears in my brain are constantly whirring. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm doing complex mathematical calculations. I'm performing calculus. I'm doing nuclear physics in my mind. And I have chosen to direct all of this energy and all of this intellectual capacity that I have towards an industry that I love, or loved rather, and have seen decay into a state that is unacceptable by my very high standards. And I have come to figure out the source of the problem. It is not the scumbag developers, despite their practices. It is not the industry as a whole evolving. Quite frankly, it's devolved. No, the one thing that is wrong, the obstacle between gaming being great and gaming being trash, is you. You listening to this video, you considering buying Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, you considering going to the Uncharted movie with stars that absolutely no talent loser Tom Holland and his fucking clown father Mark Wahlberg. Get the fuck out of here. You are the responsible party for the state this industry's in, the pitiful, sad shit stain that video games have become. And if you want to change, if you feel like contributing to something better than your sad, pathetic self, why don't you, for once in your life, listen to somebody who has a higher IQ, who's got more experience in this industry and knows the way forward? Do not buy this fucking game.